Hi there, Scorpio. This is your collectives, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus check-in. February 3rd, I'm recording this. So let's see how you are doing when it comes to matters of love, romance, situationships, interpersonal relationships. Some of these messages can even be applied to friendships, you know. I want to make sure that you know their friendships and other relationships as well, you know. All right, so let's see. Overall, what are some of the situations that my Scorpios have been dealing with or are in the midst of right now? My beautiful, transformative Scorpios. All right. A little bit of naughty thinking about somebody. You can't get them off your mind. Maybe they're also thinking about you. Ooh, okay, could be Sagittarius. First sign out. There's divine timing at work, at play in your relationship or in your situation. Meaning, gotta be patient. Destiny, an element of destiny. How about every time I see that, I think of the movie Casablanca. I don't know, you know, why particularly. It feels like a very Lauren Bacall kind of, not Lauren Bacall. Why did I say that? That's so weird. Well, it could be her too. I don't know. It's just old-timey Hollywood. Now that I stare at it, I'm like, okay, I mean, any of those old-time black and white movies. All right, this relationship is at a critical point, juncture, right? One or both of you may be settling in another situation, or maybe you're settling, or they are settling for a life apart, because maybe life together is much more difficult. Now you are seeing angel numbers and symbols, maybe potentially signs, songs, that kind of thing, that remind you of the person. You have a telepathic communication. So even if you are not communicating verbally, right, you are still communicating in the spiritual realm, perhaps in your liminal stage when you're sleeping. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, okay. Another one. We have twin flame. All right, could be, doesn't have to be, guys, but it could be. We also have age difference. Maybe one or both of you, well, one or both of you, maybe one of you is older than the other. Could be dealing with a Libra. One or both of you, I don't think it's you, but someone in this relationship had or has some sort of victim mindset, meaning, why is this happening to me? Why is everything always not going my way now? Someone's experiencing a glow up right now, and I'm going to get one more card. Just, they didn't come out, so. All right. Okay, well. This is for those of you who are in separation. So if you are happily together or in regular, constant communication with the person on your mind, not for you. This message is not for you. Only take it if you are in separation. Perhaps the spring was or is significant to your connection. So the signs that we've had come out so far, and it's not exclusive, but we got Libra and Sagittarius. Okay, and I will try to remember to call out more signs as they come. So, Spirit, tell me more about, this is the most sleek deck that I have. Let me look, I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, so it tends to fly all over the place, but I'm going to ask, okay, that was really fast, who you're dealing with. Someone who, yeah, this is just confirmation of the in separation, stagnation energy. You guys are in the Two of Swords, especially because I see, what is this? Yep, the Four of Swords, another separation card at the back. Indication of needing to heal and recover, perhaps, and heal on your own, as is the way for twin flames. much of your relationship together will be spent apart in the 3D. Now, ooh, you got someone who's in their head a lot. 8 of Swords. Yeah, they seem a little bit more trapped than you. All right. Huh, could be a Leo. We have the Sun coming out. Someone who is, that's so interesting because it's like very opposing energies here. One has clarity, there's light. Now, I think it could be a divine masculine that you are dealing with. Let's see what else I get from this image. Yeah, any of the fire signs. Right now we have air signs, specifically Gemini. So what else? Who else are they dealing with? Oof, 10 of Wands. This person is in that victim mindset. So we have the 10 of Wands, which is Sagittarius, someone who feels a huge weight on their shoulders. A lot of it is in their head, just so you know. All right, so on the back of the deck, we have King of Wands. Okay, so a lot of fire here, guys. A lot of fire signs. This, you know, I'm going to say, I want to say Aries, but honestly, I'm from this, the vibe of this card, I'm feeling any of the fire signs. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We already had Sagittarius out there, and we had Leo out there. And air signs, Gemini. All right, back of the deck. Oh, more Gemini energy. 9 of Swords. So some of you are dealing with someone who really is going through the thick of it. Perhaps they're experiencing dark nights of the soul. Now, show me, Spirit. What is Scorpio's overall energy towards their person? Conflict. Okay. Yeah. Aw. Yeah, conflict indeed. Ooh, okay. I mean, we have actual money at the back of this deck. I'm not sure if money is involved in this situation, guys. I see a lot of conflict, right? We see opposing forces here. We see someone who you view as mature woman, doesn't have to be female, right? Just so mature human, we'll say. We also have Jezebel, so someone who is highly sexualized and in a devil energy kind of way. You see them as a gift. Maybe they are also some sort of seer, I don't know. But maybe they're doing really well out there. This is like the 6 of Wands card, right, in tarot. So someone who has a lot of achievements and accomplishments in the 3D realm. But you also know, I think you know inherently that they're feeling a lot of conflict, and you're in active conflict with this person. There's some sort of false narrative at play though. So I don't know. So the thing is, when you're in separation from someone, do not believe everything that you see on social media, right? So they may not be doing nearly as well as they post. I mean, I'm actually trying to think of who is doing as well as how they post. I don't actually know because I can't get in people's actual heads, but you know, no one is as they appear, okay, on Instagram, okay? So what is the actual energy? We've already talked about this a little bit. What is the actual energy of the person on Scorpio's mind? What is their actual general energy, not towards you? Concern, and I think that's because they're waiting for you. So they're like, do I reach out first? Will Scorpio reach out first? I don't know. Maybe they're waiting for a different message. What other energies? And I see 3-3 out here. Well, maybe that's a number that's been important to you. They're focusing on their work, occupation. Yeah. Okay. So what else? General energies. Wealth. Yeah, they really are focusing on their work right now. rich guy at the back. It doesn't have to be a male, right? Someone who's overtly focused on material possessions and status and generating capital. All right, now this person is trying to follow their inner guidance. They're trying to listen to their intuition. Perhaps they do believe that angels, ancestors, their spirit team is looking out for them, and maybe they are trying. That's a good sign, right? That they're trying to listen to that. They're trying to hear. They're trying to have inner judgment, I think. But let's see. How does the person on Scorpio's mind feel about Scorpio this time? Whoa, Ten of Swords out right away. There's been a heavy ending. It's in their heart. Eight of Cups are trying, and Page of Coins. Okay. Hanged Man. Yeah, so right now they're trying to process the ending of your situation, relationship. The Hangman at the back of the deck means that there's a pause. They're trying to understand your perspective a little bit better. They're trying to come at this whole bitter ending, some sort of ending, Ten of Swords, with an element of, I'm walking away from that pain, you know? I'm trying to process that pain and leave it behind. That's what I think they're trying to walk away from. That bitter feeling, you know, when someone betrays you and you hold a grudge for a while. Most humans do. They're trying to walk away from that begrudging energy. Page of Coins. They want to offer perhaps you, a small token of, well, I want to know why I want to say appreciation, but a small token of friendship I'm getting, teamwork, and see where that goes. Let's see. Spirit, I'm going to switch to Shadow Light for you for a sec. How do my Scorpios feel, if this resonates with you? How do they feel about the person on their mind with whom they're in separation? How does Scorpio feel about them right now? What are Scorpios feeling, Spirit? I mean, Page of Swords came out as a block, and I see you actively trying to, Four of Swords at the back, heal yourself. And I think you know deep down inside that watching them on social media would be a bad thing. So you're trying to stop yourself. You're trying to stop yourself from those small little thoughts, from those small thoughts about them. And you're trying to stop yourself from conversing with them in any way. You're trying to stop yourself from looking at their social media. It is a block for you, so you're working on this. Good job, because I think you know that is the key to true healing through separation, okay? All right, so what else is Scorpio feeling towards the person on their mind? Yep, Four of Swords came out again. Now, you're still thinking, some of you may be thinking about what or who came in between you, because we do have the Three of Cups. There could be another energy in the mix. You may actually be thinking about the good times too, though. The fun that you had together. What else is Scorpio feeling towards their person? Yeah. You're okay. So Page of Swords really wants to come out. Yeah. You're trying to stay grounded through this whole thing. Like, you are the nurturing, caregiving, kind, generous, maybe you have animals, maybe you have children. You're trying to focus on those things, right? On yourself, on making your home feel like your home again, right? Without this person. Hey, you're trying to like cut through and see the truth, right? Ace of Swords and Five of Wands. Trying to see the truth of what was underlying that conflict that you had with your person. I really do feel like for some of you, there was there were other energies that were interfering with your connection. Could be people, could be work. I saw that your person is heavily focused on work. You know, that Jezebel card had come out, so I'm beginning to wonder if there was, maybe you caught your person flirting with someone else or had the inkling that they were. Definitely not focused on you. And I think that's what drove you apart. This need to make yourself a priority. So that's what happens, right? When the person that you make a priority doesn't make you their priority for long enough, at least, without any understanding, right? You realize, if you are a healthy human being, you realize that you need to give yourself that hey, I'm top priority. I'm I don't even know what the highest. I was trying to think of like an airline, a mileage member, like analogy there. I don't know. I'm 1K, you know, like I don't have to be your 1K. I'm my 1K, you know. It's kind of like I view Valentine's Day. Why would you wait for someone to give you flowers or chocolate? I mean, come on. Those are things that we can give ourselves, right? What you should aim for from another person are non-material things, you know, things that you can't provide for yourself, things that are bonus. Anyway, sorry, I don't know why I went off on that, but maybe it's relevant to someone. I think that you are really wondering if it's safe for you now to start watching them again on social media. I think that's why the Page of Swords is coming out. You're like, well, have I given my separation from my person, Four of Swords, enough time? Am I gonna open that door like a little crack? Do I look at their stories now? I really feel like that is something that you've been thinking about. I think you know that once you let that a little bit of light crack through that door or peek through the window, you're opening up that energetic connection between you and your person again. That is the nature of the twin flame connection. The energetic ties are very difficult to break. They actually, I'm told, you can look this up, but I am told that you actually cannot disconnect in the 5D from a true twin flame. You can try energetic cord cutting ceremonies, but you will not be able to because you are originating from the same soul. So there is no, you know, I mean, you're not destined to like be tethered to this person for eternity, right? That we all have free will. You can do whatever you want in the 3D actually, but in the 5D, ultimately, you are in union already. So it's just usually one person is cognizant of that and the other is clueless, and one ends up chasing, the other ends up running. There's a lot of bitterness, sadness, disillusionment, pain, heartbreak, healing on both sides, learning on both sides, ascending on one, at least one, usually, side, maybe the other as well. And once you've both ascended to the same level, then you're reunited in perhaps the 3D. Perhaps. Doesn't have to happen in this lifetime. All right. I don't even know if I asked a question. I'm like, well, the star is out here talking about healing. We're talking about healing. You are in the middle of your healing journey. Yes, I love it. Judgment at the back of the deck. Inner evaluation, right? You are healing those wounds that this relationship brought to the forefront of your conscious mind. All right. So, tell me, Spirit, what is your advice for Scorpio at this time? Okay. I like that. The Hierophant, higher learning, maybe a mentor, maybe seeking wisdom, whether it's from the internet. I was gonna say books, and then I'm like, do people read books? Tell me you read books, please. Your advice. Ooh, yeah. Focus on that. That Queen of Pentacles energy is something that you should stay with, because you have the Ten of Pentacles here as the underlying energy at the bottom of the deck. Now, I think this is pretty good, actually. So when you think about that Ten of Pentacles, whether it's a home for you, your loved ones, travel plans, just how do you really see that perfect, right, life going for you? When you picture it, close your eyes and think about where you want to be and who you want to be with, right? Now, you actually are being asked here if that mutual love, because I see the Two of Cups out here. I see Two of Cups, Six of Cups, the Hierophant, is someone that mutual love, that person, your twin flame or your soulmate, whatever you want to call it, that person from your past. If that person is truly the one, or one of the ones that you can see yourself settling down with one day, establishing that Ten of Pentacles with, you really need to think about this Page of Swords. And yeah, I think therapy, this card also says teletherapist. Yes, therapy could be a good idea for some of you. At the very least, reflect and journal, maybe even yoga and meditation with this Hierophant card. At the very least, Spirit is asking you to have a conversation with this person on your mind when you feel ready. Two of Cups as advice is often talking about a mutually respectful conversation. No one's yelling at the other party. No one is demanding anything. It's honest, upfront communication on both sides. There's a lot of love and nostalgia that you're feeling for this person. The Six of Cups is saying that it is indeed a past life connection, or at least a past connection in this life. And the Hierophant is saying this is someone that they see you, Spirit sees you as wanting to truly be with that person. Now, how can you take steps towards that? Don't take this message unless you are sure that you really want to be with that person and you're ready. Are you healed? We're not, healing is just becoming aware of our woundings enough to the conscious point where we can make better informed choices about how we act. Note, I didn't say react. So we act. We do not react to triggers. We act according to what our better, more sound judgment decides. And being aware of your shadows, of those triggers, of the origins of all of those childhood wounds is how we get to that point where we can take control. I'm talking to you, Scorpio, like this because I know you're really interested. We can take better control of our responses so that we can be proud of ourselves, And so, yeah, the things that triggered you about your person before should no longer, right? They'll still, there's gonna be a moment where you're aware, right? And you're like, okay, instead of what I used to do, instead of that, I choose this other path. a path towards maybe mutual healing. Maybe. At the very least, a path that you can be proud of. All right, I'm sorry. I don't know what, like 2 minutes of talking about therapy. Tell a therapist. I really think that's a good idea for some of you. Is there someone in your community that you trust with this? Not a friend, okay? This is someone, a light worker, a psychiatrist, a psychologist, a counselor, a coach, a teacher, if you're a priest, a rabbi, you know, even a shaman. I mean, any type of healer, any type of person whose goal is to guide you towards inner judgment and healing. All right, so I'm like, which deck have I not really used? For those of you, I'm always like 30 minutes in before I ask, I got to put a disclaimer on, who are not interested in reuniting with your person. What is your advice? King of Wands. Wow, 8 of Wands and 8 of Coins. Yeah, that Page of Swords. Heavy energy for Scorpio. It's really all about learning for you guys, huh? You know when you first start to work on something new, like I'll give you my example. I'm like, do I even tell you about it? I have started to read more about metaphysics. And right now I'm trying to choose which one of the facets of it, types of it, I'm most interested in learning. I think for me, going towards the transformative nature of it and how it can benefit others in their own healing is why I'm doing this. As opposed to just trying to understand for the sake of understanding. And I feel with my science background and my writing English background and journalism background, I hope to be able to share that with my clients and with you, so that you can really understand yourselves better. And I think we all think about why are we here so that we can really start to get at that. I know that's like absurd that I just said that, but I really want you to feel like you're following your purpose. Okay, so for those of you who are seeking new love, it's time for you to get started on something new, okay? Maybe Spirit's saying go back to school, because I do see the 8s here, which is 8 of Wands and 8 of Coins together is start, and King of Wands, excuse me. Start focusing your energies. Move forward. Start focusing your energies on self-mastery, on mastering a topic, right? A topic that, King of Wands, makes you feel like this, like, every time I see this, it's like, is it a phoenix or is it a peacock? It's a phoenix peacock. So cool. If that was an animal, that would be so cool. It makes you feel like this. You are being asked to have a rebirth, essentially, from an inner perspective into an outer display. So fire, it's like, come on, like, don't put this in your mouth, but look at this fiery stick. Spirit is asking you to like go forth into the world, you know, with like a whole lot of zeal and zest and passion. Maybe there's a topic that makes you feel excited. It's going to be something new, Paige. You're going to start at the bottom, and then you're going to work yourself up to being a King of Wands. Someone who's like really proudly displaying their mastery of whatever topic it is. I can't tell you what it is at this point, but you're going to work hard towards this. The 8 of Pentacles, the 8 of Coins. And it's going to be something you want to do. It's not going to be something, it's not like being forced to go to school when you're a kid. This is going to be like, no, I really want to. I really want to learn. I want to progress. Okay, so Spirit, tell us about what Scorpio can expect in their love lives for the month of February. Investment, ooh, time with friends, maybe a reunion with that person, right? Some of you out there, you're going to be reuniting. You're going to have another chance. And it's coming. Chariot, it's coming fast. There's been some sort of transformation. Yep. Sorry, I love it. Sun, moon. Yes, I definitely see a divine counterparts here for some of you. Okay, so 7 of Coins, couple things. After a period of pause in which it didn't look like anything was happening, but a lot of healing was being undertaken by both of you, you will have a chance at reunion. 3 of Cups, that is for those of you who are seeking reunion. For others of you, this is about investing time in friendships, in family matters, in festivities, things that bring you abundance, a feeling of abundance and joy. Investing in things that and people that bring you joy, people that raise your vibration, and it will come fast, and Spirit will help you. All right, so like, did I pull from all the decks? I believe I have. All right, so let's get like one more question in before I close this reading. I don't really love asking this question, excuse me, but I know that people want to know, will the person on Scorpio's mind likely make a move towards them in the coming weeks, near future? And if so, what will that move be? So this is for, again, those who are in a twin flame connection. Wow, okay. I didn't love that. Okay. Thanks, Spirit. Okay, yes. Yes, they are going to make a move. Chariot, Devil. Oh, crap. I have another card out here. Didn't even see her fall out. 6 of Pentacles, although because I grabbed it like this, I'm not sure if it was upright. So I'm guessing, and I'm going with my intuition. It's in the reverse because I do see the Devil. So the Devil, maybe you're dealing with a Capricorn. I really hope you are, because I don't like seeing it out here. They may come towards you with an offer to collaborate. Sorry, I don't know why I was gonna say corroborate. Collaborate on a project. Okay, 3 of Pentacles, they would want to work with you, but, and the 6 of Pentacles, absolutely, this could be about work, project. I don't know if you guys have been working on something together, but maybe they want to get going on that. But with the Devil out here, I need you to take this offer with a grain of salt. Do not sign any new contracts, okay, at this time without having a lawyer or one of those free services that is like a lawyer go through it with you, contractual law, okay, please don't sign anything, because they're coming towards you wounded. They're coming towards you, I mean, I don't know what their wounds are, but they're going to come towards you not with all their cards on the table. And I think the Six of Pentacles is telling us that you need to watch it so that this partnership, if you choose to embark on it, is equal give and take, and not one that asks more from you than from them. Please watch yourself. That is the message from Spirit. And yes, Chariot energy, they're coming towards you. They're coming towards you. Tell me, Spirit, what will, hold on a second. Yes? I apologize. What will, tell us again. What will, please hold on. Sorry about that, guys. My mom has dementia, so she tends to have things come up. And what I was trying to ask Spirit here, what we were asking Spirit before I go, is what will Scorpio's person offer Scorpio? Tell us about this Devil, Three of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles. And the Chariot came out again. Okay, they're going to come towards you with what seems like a clear-cut truth about, I mean, I wish I could say this is a wish come true, because the stars out here, a 10 of Cups, right? And you could be, I have an indicator again that you're dealing with a Gemini. The Devil will be behind their offer of, oh, I've healed, let's try again for this happily ever after. This 10 of Cups, this dream that you both, the shared dream, they will be offering it again. And it will appear with the Queen of Cups, it will appear quite rational, quite well thought out. And this person is determined with the Chariot. They are really determined to come towards you under the guise of they've healed their wounds. Star. Be discerning. I do believe that Spirit's advice will be telling you to be discerning when that offer comes. Spirit, what is your advice? I know you've already gotten some, but let's get one more pull for advice for, okay, Scorpio. Nine of Cups. Yeah. So first of all, work on your own emotional fulfillment by yourself. Nine of Cups. When you're at that stage where you feel completely healed from not everything, but from the wounds that that person triggered, then Knight of Cups. Then you can open your heart out when they come forwards. Open your heart up, excuse me. And know that even if that 10 of Cups with them does not come to be, does not come to fruition, you are still happy. Nine of Cups, you're fulfilled in and of yourself. No one can take that away from you. All that person had to do was offer 1 cup and provide 1 cup. You provided 9. Okay? So, thank you, Scorpio. Sorry again for the pause. I do hope this message finds you well, that it resonates, and that it helps those of you who are in that situation. All right, let me know in the comments. I do offer personal readings. Please check out my website, icanbecoaching.com, under the services tab. Thank you.